Welcome back to the show. I'm Dr. George Curry. We will now discover the 5 facets for health and longevity. Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to live a long life? You bet, don't we all? But what is health exactly? Let's take a look at its definition so we can understand it a little better, and then we're going to show you how you can get there. Dorland's Medical Dictionary defines health as a state of optimal mental, physical, and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease and infirmities. Just because you are quote-unquote not sick doesn't mean you're healthy. What is health? Webster's defines it as follows. Health is a condition of wholeness in which all of your organs are functioning at 100% all the time. Well, there isn't much we can do about time. Time marches on. But if we can understand that what we can do to help our organs function at 100% or a higher level, then we can narrow in on some keys to health and longevity. Let's look at the 5 keys to health and longevity. These 5 facets of health, if you will, are so important. They are the foundations upon which all normal and proper organ function is based. Proper exercise. Throughout our lives, we must maintain a level of exercise. Exercise, aerobic exercise, helps your lungs, helps your heart, helps all organs and tissues of the body. We must exercise on a regular basis. We all know that. What type of exercise? Whatever exercise you enjoy. But those that are the most highly recommended are things like bicycling, swimming, walking even, which everyone can do. Proper nutrition. We now know that what you put into your body, the food substances that we ingest, have a tremendous impact on the health. Earlier today in our show, we talked about the impact sugar has on pain. Proper nutrition is essential. Everyone should be getting the proper vitamins and minerals necessary for proper function. Proper rest. If you don't get enough sleep, there's no way that your organs can function at 100% if you're not getting proper rest. And proper rest many times is dependent upon the nutrition and the exercise. You know, if you're putting coffee or foods that are heavily laden with caffeine in your body, you may not be getting adequate rest because it affects your ability to sleep. Positive mental attitude. How your mind is totally affects your health. If you have a good mental attitude, a good outlook on things, it can certainly affect your physical well-being. Stress and mental stress most certainly affects how you function physically. Positive mental attitude is a key, is a very important key. The last facet of health, and probably really the most important one, is proper nerve supply. Why is proper nerve supply so important? Well, mainly because your body is an electrical system. It is an electrical chemical system. And the electricity that animates and runs our bodies comes from the nerve supply. So the nerve supply literally is the power source that runs our bodies. Let's take a look at Gray's Anatomy. Gray's Anatomy is the most widely used book, anatomical book, in all of the health professions. And when you look up the purpose of the brain and nerve system, according to Gray's Anatomy, the reason we have a brain and nerve system is to control and coordinate the function of all of our tissues, all of our organs, and all of our systems. Well, in a nutshell, your brain and your nerve system is controlling every organ, bar none. It's controlling every tissue cell, bar none. It is controlling every system, your reproductive system, your hormonal system, your immune system, your circulatory system, your blood vascular system. All of the systems are controlled and coordinated by the brain and nerve system. Meaning, if your brain and nerve system is functioning free from interference, then you've got a great chance of your body working at its optimum. But if there is an interference with that system, any interference with the control of the brain and the nerve system will definitely interfere with your health potential. Let's take a look at this nerve system and how it's developed. Here we see the brain in the spinal cord, one continuous unit. Where does the brain end and the spinal cord begin? Somewhere here up in the upper neck. And the way God designed our body, and believe me, God makes no mistakes, totally encased our brain, which is the power source, in bone, and totally encased the spinal cord, which is an extension of the brain, in bone. Of course, these are little bony segments separated by disc pads so that we can move and we can live throughout life. But it's totally protected. From the spinal cord emit 31 pairs of nerves that carry the vital messages that go from our brain down our spinal cord and out to the various tissue cells and organs of the body. So, in essence, your ears, your eyes, your liver, your heart, your lungs, your legs, your arms, your reproductive organs, all of them function from electrical chemical signals that come from the brain down the spinal cord and out the spinal nerves. If we were to interfere with a nerve signal, as an example, that went to the lungs, if I were to cut the nerve that went to the lungs, you would have zero lung function. Your lungs wouldn't function at all. But if I were to interfere with that signal in any way, shape, or form, your lungs may function, but not at 100%. Remember, the definition of health was when your body functioned at its optimum, as close to 100% as possible. So in essence, your stomach, if it's interfered with, your lungs, if it's interfered with, will function at a less than 100% level. What does that mean? That could mean asthma. It could mean allergies. It could mean bronchitis. This nerve affecting the stomach could be heartburn, indigestion, could be constipation, diarrhea, could be kidney problems, problems with your arms, problems with your skin, problems with your eyes, problems with your ears. Any interference. One of the most common interferences that can occur at the level of the spine blocking a nerve is a condition known as the vertebral subluxation. Vertebral subluxation. It's a condition of the spine whereby the bones in the spine are out of a normal position, interfering with a vital nerve message that goes to your organs. Let's take a closer look at the vertebral subluxation. Vertebral subluxation, a misalignment of the vertebrae, which is a bone in the spine, which is damaging a nerve, cutting off the nerve flow to parts of the body. So here's a normal bone of the spine, and another normal bone, vertebrae, a normal disc, and a normal nerve, properly aligned. With the subluxation, the bone is out of its normal position. It's not lined up properly. You can see that. And as a result, it's choking off this nerve, compressing it, and this nerve is carrying the messages that go to some muscle, some organ, or some gland. Some muscle, organ, or gland is being starved from its normal nerve supply because the electrical chemical signal is being choked off. The worst part about this is that most of the time, 90% of the time, the subluxations are silent. You don't even know they're there. The only way you're going to be able to tell if there's a bone out of place blocking the vital nerve flow is to have your spine examined. You may be taking drugs right now for a condition that's actually being caused by a lack of nerve supply. And the only way you're going to know is to have your spine examined by a chiropractor. You may take your child to a pediatrician once a year for a checkup, and that's great. You should. But the pediatrician's not going to look in the oral cavity, is he? Is he or she? No, it's not their field of expertise. Just like the oral cavity is a specialty of the dentist, the spine is a specialty of the chiropractor. Only a qualified chiropractor can tell whether your spine has a subluxation. So you need to get your spine checked. If you've never done it before, you want to have the keys to health and longevity. It focuses around a properly functioning nerve system. Vertebral subluxation interferes with that proper nerve flow. You need to get checked by a chiropractor. Do this. Call the Connecticut Chiropractic Council. 1-800-353-3332. It's a toll-free number. Pick up the phone today. Ask for a qualified chiropractor in your area. They will direct you to a qualified chiropractor near you.